about the interruption, everyone who was already watching. But we are back. Have to create a new live stream. My son called me in the middle of the stream and messed it up. But it's all good. I love him anyway. But so Rick is here with us now. What's going on? Knicks are nice. Appreciate you. Game time, man. It's about that time. It's about that time. So I didn't get to ask you earlier. What do you feel about the Emmanuel Quickly not signing him situation?
Wait, hang on. I can't hear you. Hang on.
You can hear me?
He needs to say if he could
No,
turn our
it's my end. Hang on.
Okay.
There you
What's
go.
going on, Xavier?
All right. What was the question?
No, I was just asking how do you feel about the Emmanuel Quickly situation and him being restricted until next summer? They're not, giving him a contract extension at this moment. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I think that's kind of wild. I think it's kind of wild. But you know what? I don't know what they got in the works. I don't know who they're looking at, what moves they're about to make. So I don't know. Maybe it'll make sense later, but right now with what I know, which is not much of anything, it's kind of wild.
Yeah, I think Joe was actually making a good point before we were really interrupted earlier. What he was saying was that if you sign him now, it's kind of like a poison pill contract. You kind of like don't really get to make the moves that you really want to make, because if you overpay him, it might be hard to move him. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, which is understandable. Like I said, like my point of it was, I didn't get too upset because we don't, like you were saying, we don't know what they have planned behind closed doors. Like they might be able to, they might have had a conversation where they said, listen, Quick, this is what we're working with. And we also want you to furthermore upgrade your value. Why not? Like if I'm Quickly, I mean, it doesn't matter whether we sign by the end of the year or not, because I'm restricted. I'm still going to make the same amount this year. And if I'm going to be a restricted free agent and I'm going to be here next year anyway, I don't hate it here. So why not? Let me just play myself into more value. If not, like, let me just, give me the chance to bet on myself, which is what they did. And I'm not mad at them for doing that. But, it depends on how Quickly felt. I'm not sure how Quickly felt about not getting that extension. But I don't necessarily think that upset.
I don't think we'll ever really know, because like he's a professional. Like they asked him about it earlier, and they were just like, his response was something like, I'm just worrying about getting better. Like I'll leave my agent and those people to figure that out. I just want to be better and get better. So I was just like, that's kind of what you want to hear. But if they did speak to him on the side, then I guess he can give an answer like that.
Right. Joe, my bad. I didn't know how long you were backstage, but Joe, can you hear me?
It's still loading.
He's still loading, by the way. I think so. Knicks and Knights said we all driving. Yeah, man. This is the 5:30 on the way home traffic run. I don't know if y'all can see. I'm in traffic. So.
Oh damn.
I ain't going nowhere. No time. So I'm here. What up, Joe?
Yo.
Yeah, man. So we were rudely interrupted by my son earlier. So what were you saying? Dre said not keep Joe backstage.
Nah, I was I don't even remember. But I was talking about Quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I was also thinking like he wants to start too, yo.
Yeah.
Like that can't go unsaid. Like he believes that he's a starter.
Yeah.
So and he realizes that he's not gonna start here.
Yeah. And that's in his plan. So, that's if I'm Quickly, I'm gonna bet on myself. Instead of you guys, like, let's be honest. If I'm Quickly and I'm sitting here saying, all right, these guys don't want to give me that contract, but if they do give me that contract, it's for me to be backup point guard. No matter how much the contract is, it's for me to be the backup point guard. Now, betting on yourself gives you the opportunity to raise your value. Well, hey, you may get sent to a destination where you can be the starter.
He's the backup point guard playing 30 minutes a night, though. It's not like
right. No.
Yeah, I know. He's getting his worth. Yeah,
he's did his work, but I mean, in terms of just being the starter like that, as a as a goal, as a basketball player, you want to be a starter. You know what I mean? Like, even if you're on a bad team, like, you want to say you were a starter. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of why we all play. Well, they all play the game of basketball because we ain't a basketball. But that's, to me, as a basketball player, if I have the ability to be a starter, I want to be a starter. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just me. I'm always gonna try to go for that if I have the talent and the ability to do so. So I don't think he's complaining, but I do think he has a goal to be a starter one day. Whether that's here or somewhere else, we don't know. At the chances of him being a starter while Jalen Brunson's on his roster are slim to none.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Like, that's where the dilemma comes in. You know what I mean? I don't think it's a thing about Quickly not wanting to be here or them not wanting Quickly. It's just a very complicated situation.
It really is, especially since, like, it's out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's in the air, bro. He has said, like, on the record, I see myself as a starter. Once he said that, once he put that in motion, bro, I mean, that changes, like, the landscape of how you even deal with him. You know what I mean? As a free agent.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Because at that point, other teams are going to start calling.
Exactly, bro. I was just about to say that, yo. Other teams are like, okay, we want to sign this guy. What if they don't have a starting role for him?
Right.
Yep. And that's the thing. Like, now, as an NBA franchise, let's say we're talking about just no random team. Let's say the Orlando Magic, right? And say something happens, God forbid, with one of their guards there, whether it's Cole Anthony or Marco, right? They can say to themselves,
Cole just got paid, by the way.
Yeah, Cole just got paid. You know what I mean? So, what if they say, Markel Fultz, I'm not sure how this is going to work. Why don't we make that trade? Let's see what Quickly's worth would be. Let's see what the Knicks think he's worth. You know what I mean? Like, why not reach out if they haven't, signed him to an extension? All these other guys are getting signed to extension. Quickly hasn't. As a team, you got to do your due diligence to just see what is out there, what they, just fill the offer out. So, I think the Knicks are going to start getting a lot of calls. That can get distracting. I don't think Quickly is the kind of guy to get distracted. He's very focused. Like you said, Rick, he's a professional. So I do think that that's something they will have to deal with. But I kind of feel like the environment that they have, there's no beef there. I think they really want to help each other in that situation. Whether it's or the Knicks, you know what I mean?
I don't think Quickly is mad. I think Quickly is on some shit like, listen, I want to get paid. I also want to be a starter. I'm probably not going to start here. So if you guys don't pay me, fine. I'll put myself on the market next summer. And either you guys are going to match whatever a team offers, or I'll go to some other team and hopefully start. You know what I mean? So I think that's the way he sees it. We'll see how much the offers he gets next summer go eclipse that $25 million a year. I think that
I'm just trying to think of what team he could be on as a starter right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure, bro. And the crazy part about it, Rick, is I think that he's a starter. Like, when you look at what he does, right? Like certain shit that Toronto didn't. Hold on, they got Gabe Vincent, right?
Nope.
Who's in Toronto right now? They got a guard out there.
Who they got?
I'm trying to remember who their guard is.
Who?
Toronto.
I mean, it was Fred VanVleet, but they traded him.
Yeah. But didn't they replace him with somebody? Is it Schroeder? Isn't there somebody that's out there?
It might be Schroeder, but he's not as good as Quickly. So.
Right, and he's kind of been floating around the NBA, so I don't think anybody's trying to hold on to him as a starter.
Right. Like, we've been tied to Pascal Siakam. Like, what? That is something that comes up later. Like, RJ and Quickly Pascal. Like, you don't think that's a conversation that the Knicks would be willing to have? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's kind of a weird conversation because, Julius is still here.
Julius is still here, exactly. So, and That's the thing about the. That's why it's so complicated. There's no right at all to the situation. But I guess I'm just throwing it out there as a team that does need starting point. Um, and quickly, he would fit that role pretty well. And that's the team that they play defense well. That's something that quickly does well. They take a lot of. I don't think a lot of threes anymore. At some point, and I think that was due to Fred Van, not necessarily because of. But I don't know, man. I think that it's a lot that can. Shout out to the chat. Jig, my man. We gotta link up, bro. I didn't know you was out here. Did not know you were out here, man. I got to link with Jiggaman's brother. If you guys don't know Phil Porto. We had a good time. We went out and got a cigar at a cigar bar. Had a good talk.
You link with Phil?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah, man, and we had a good time. I think that was Sunday night. Yeah, this past Sunday. We had a nice little about an hour and a half, 2 hour time. We just went out, got a cigar, sat and talked, and played some music, talked about hip hop and a lot of stuff we were working on. It was a great time. So shout out to you guys.
That's dope.
Dope. Definitely got.
Yeah, I found out that my cousin was in New York by social media.
Oh man, bro, why he do that to you, fam?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yo, where you go, bro? Hey.
I mean, glad you had a good time, though. You know.
Don't do this to me, cuz I got it from everybody I know in New York. You know how hard it is to go to New York, where you're from, and to see everybody.
Yeah, it's hard. I know.
Imagine how hard it is to go to New York and not see everybody, and then have everybody let you know that you didn't see them. So I got.
So you can't go home, man. You can't go home.
It's about it, man. When I tell you, and I didn't get to see my aunt. My aunt gave me earful. My aunt Crystal. Shout out to my aunt Crystal. I actually was out there because my cousin Jones, he actually getting married, so he had his bachelor out there. So we went out there. I'm making it worse. All right. So anyway, anyway, so shout out to the chat. We'll get back to the chat. Appreciate y'all. If y'all are here, do us a favor and hit us with a like real quick while you're still here. I don't know. Xavier says he might be able to start for Toronto. I mean, I don't see, unless I go look at the roster, I don't think Dennis Schroeder is going to stop quickly starting. Knicks tonight says signing for possibility. But that's also for a situation where they don't want the player. I don't think they want quickly. It's just when you have too many good players, this is what happens. You got too many players at one position. At some point, someone's gonna want their fair share. So quickly, at some point in his career, will be a household name. I just don't know if it's gonna happen while he's in his career. But right now, I'm not worried about that because I'm confident that these guys will work something out that will work out for them.
That makes sense.
That's just it says you could start for the Bulls, the Jazz, or the Spurs. Don't the Colin Sexton?
The Bulls might work for them because what they got, Kobe White over there. Who's starting?
Lonzo's not playing.
Is he done or he's still recovering?
He doesn't even know.
Yeah.
So it sucks, but he doesn't even know. I don't know. Man, Kobe White, he could definitely start over Kobe White. Can he start over Colin Sexton? I don't know just yet. Wow, that's a good one. That's a good one right now. The Spurs, I'm sorry, I don't know what the heck is in my the Spurs, who is their starting point guard? Anybody know? Anybody there? Still here? Yep.
Oh, the Spurs?
Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear him. It's just mad choppy. Shit, I put this light on. Can't even see the chat.
My bad. I don't know what's going on. Clearly, we got some technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Um,
It was a little choppy.
You said what?
It was a little choppy. I was only getting every other word.
So, Xavier says Spurs point guard is Jeremy Sokan. Oh, that's right. I don't know if quickly can start over him. He's a nice young prospect. I do like Jeremy. Do I think he's better than Quickly? I don't think he's better than Quickly. I don't remember Jeremy being in any. You know what? He wouldn't be in a 6-man conversation because the starters. Anyway, I don't know. I guess that's a good one right there. Let's see. West Coast Knicks, shout out to you, man. How you doing? What's going on? You said that Cavs won't be re-sign Don. I can see them pairing Quickly with Darius Garland in the starting lineup.
I don't see that.
I can see that because Donovan has been linked to the Knicks. He has a year left on his contract. A signing trade is definitely a possibility. I would not be surprised. That's a good one, West Coast. I like that. Man.
But they already have a small guard. So if they get rid of a small guard, you think they're trying to replace him with another small guard?
Well, I don't think it's that simple. I think for them they gotta just replace the value. You know what I mean? Or just replace the body. Like if they have to lose Donovan, they would rather lose him get quickly than to just lose him. You know what I mean? It was kind of like with the Golden State Warriors, the trade for Kevin Durant, and they traded for Russell. Now D'Lo wasn't going to stay there, but they just had to get something for him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which they ended up trading him. Yeah, he went to the Timberwolves after that. So I mean, I'm not necessarily. Yeah, man, that's a possibility. That's definitely a signing trade, a potential signing trade right there. That's a good one, man. Like I mean, and these are the opportunities. These are the situations that are going to come up because we sign quickly. You know what I mean? So that's just what we got to deal with. Xavier says Quickly is 6'5". Donovan is he's not 6'5". I think he's 6'3". But I think he does have a long wingspan, so that does help with his defensive, I guess prowess, whatever word you. But yeah, I think he's like 6'3", 6'4". Either way, he's still taller and he's still a bigger guard than Donovan Mitchell. So you're right about that. For sure. And he plays defense. Donovan doesn't do that. Quick can score and play better defense, right? Exactly.
Yeah, you get a little more from him. Defensive wise.
Right. Yep. Yep. Oh yeah, he said never mind. Quick is 6'2". He's about 6'2", 6'3". Short, but he plays well on defense because he has long ass arms. His arms are long as hell.
Yeah.
What do you think about us making a move prior to the deadline involving quick moves?
Say it again.
I said, what do you think about us making a move prior to the deadline for quick moves?
I just didn't catch the last part. Making a move prior to the deadline about who?
Oh, for Emmanuel quickly.
Oh.
Like that's something that they would try to do.
Honestly, we picked up Dante, and that was about it, right? I'm looking at the team that we're playing against tonight. I'm looking at the Bucks. I'm looking at like all these teams that really changed their team dynamic, and I think we need something. And as much as I like IQ, if we gotta let them go to get something that just makes us a little bit more dangerous, I'm all for it.
And unfortunately, that is the territory we have stepped into the territory of. We have to, and that's a scary place because as Knicks fans, like every single guy on our team, I feel like if it was up to Knicks fans, we would only trade Archie Diacono.
And think we're gonna get someone dynamic for all these people that we don't even play.
Right? They'll be like, listen, let's trade 3 first-round picks, Ryan Arcidiacono and Evan Fournier for Donovan.
Yeah, and wondering why they're not picking up the phone.
Right, or hanging up, like you know what I mean. Like, I'm hanging right up if you give me that. I'm bugging. No, you lost your mind. So I don't know, man. I just think that there's so many different opportunities, but I don't know. That's just me. I think there's just a lot to look. Like you said, I'm looking at the teams that made changes. The Bucks were already better than us. The Celtics were already better than us. So I'm not mad that they made changes and we didn't. But I don't want to just settle in for middle of the pack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I do want to go for something. So that's just my thing. So I don't want to drag this on too long. We will be live after the show. I'm not sure who will be with us. What up, Tune? What up, Tune? I'm not sure who will be with us for the show. Xavier says Evan is getting $230,000 a night to sit courtside.
Yeah, I'll switch with him if he don't like that.
You said what?
I'll switch with him if he don't like that.
Yeah, like clearly, I'll sit there for that money. Not complain either. I ain't gonna say a damn thing.
I'll do it just one night. One night.
So
but I did want to say this. Even though a lot of the starting lineups are a lot better than our starting 5, mm-hmm. Our bench is a lot better than the majority of benches that I've seen so far. And Emmanuel quickly is a huge part of that. So with him gone for whatever movements they want to make, I think it's going to affect that aspect of our game.
Right. Yeah, I think so too. I agree with that. I mean, cool, man. I think there's just a lot to, like you said quickly, right?
Yeah.
Just a lot to his game that's like, how can I say it? He has all the intangibles. That's the word I'm looking for.
Right.
He has all the intangibles that you're looking for in a young guard, especially a guy who's 20, he just turned 21, 22 years old.
Yep.
Pardon me, I gotta get some gas. It's expensive for this gas. But can you see me? What's going on here?
Yeah, I see you.
Oh, there it is. Tripping. So yeah, man, I don't know. He just has too many intangibles for me to just be comfortable letting him walk. But like you said, if it's for somebody that's I would say is a star, of course, you wouldn't be letting quickly go if it wasn't for a star.
Right.
If it's 4-star, we're reaching that territory where all of these guys that aren't our stars, literally everyone outside of Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle, you know what I mean? Anyone outside of those guys can go at this point. And I mean, even Julius. I'm at the point where the only person that I won't trade on this team is Jalen Brunson. So, I mean, I don't know how long we'll be able to just
about Grimes?
Say it again.
What about Grimes?
I mean, I like Grimes. I like him. I like all of these guys. But it's just that if we have to make the team better, we got to get rid of guys that we have that other teams like. Because clearly, if we like them, then other teams like them too.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? So, or maybe. But that's just me, man. I just feel like if you got to get rid of what you have to get what you want, then you just got to do it. Like we're gonna have to make a sacrifice. As long as we have a bunch of guys on our team, it seems like we like a lot of the guys on our team. So I mean,
exactly, which is good, but it's also bad.
Right, exactly. That's the other thing. So I don't know, man. Personally, I think it's time for us to start making those moves, and it starts tonight. Though we got to see what these guys bring to the table. Let them raise their value. I want to see more from RJ, or RJ's on that list too, higher up on that list. You know what I mean? Year 5. You know what I mean? And it's time. It's time for you to either take over or get lost. You know what I mean? It's at that point. Now, you know me, I'm a RJ guy, big RJ guy. But if you're not making any moves, and we can make a move to make the team better. And I'm not saying Karl Anthony Towns. I would not want to see Karl Anthony Towns on this roster. I'm sorry.
I mean, it makes the team better. Is what you said.
It makes the team better, but I don't think it moves the needle, unfortunately, because
no.
As good as Karl Anthony Towns is, the flaws he has just brings you just as much negative attention as
right.
So I don't know.
Whoa.
I'm not looking forward to making that kind of trade just yet, but we'll see when that time comes. You know what I mean? Until then, like I said, tonight it starts. We got to go up against arguably one of the teams that are supposed to be in the finals at the end of the
day.
So we shall see how this goes, as I just now spent $70 for a tank of gas. Yeah, I'm sick of it. Anyway, that's all I really got. We will be back tonight. Like I said, I don't know who will be on with me.
I'll just be late though.
Okay, I'm fine with that. But we will be back after the show. Like I said, if you guys are still here with us, hit us with a like real quick. Subscribe and share the link so that everyone else can be on the show with you guys. And like I said, tomorrow, excuse the radio. Not tomorrow. Later on tonight, towards the end of the show, if like I said, I will be trying to leave the panel open for anyone to jump on for the last 10 minutes. Oh, we got one more. Xavier says trade Julian for Siakam. Trade Julius for Siakam. I wish it was that easy. Ma'am, what are you doing?
I don't want to say yes. I don't want to say no. I would want somebody else to make that decision, and then if it doesn't work out, then I could be like, yo, I don't know why they did that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The style of play, I do like Pascal, but he's not the bucket that Julius is. He's just not the bucket.
When he wants to be, yeah. But when Julius is locked in, oh my gosh. Strap in.
Yeah, that's it. But I don't know. But like I said, we'll see how they play tonight as a unit. Hopefully we can get the dub versus the Celtics. I like to start like that. Like I said, you guys are still here. Hit that like and jump on with us later on tonight, man. Have a good one. Until next time.
Right. Let's go Knicks.